and welcome to the Sheep Seats. I'm your host, Matthew, aka Sheep, aka Dark Sheep, and we are here coming to you live on the Stacking Dingers Network. We are here tonight, Friday night. We had spring training today. We saw baseball today. That is correct. We played some spring training DFS over in the Stacking Dingers Discord. Saints had a nice little slate today. Excellent for him. What's up, Brad? Of course, if you want to tune in tomorrow night, Brad is going to be here with the new show here on the Stacking Dingers Network. It's going to be Jason and Brad Stack a Dinger or Draft a Dinger. I named the show and I can't remember it and I say it wrong. What's up? Nick is here. Yep, I am the little dicky looking boy. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Tonight, I think we're going to stack a dinger. I will get it right. I will get the name of the new show right at some point. Tonight, we're going to play it. We're going to draft a dinger tonight, too, I think. I need to get some more volume going there. Maybe we should just change it to Brad and Jason. Maybe we just change the name every week. That way you guys don't have to complain about whose name goes first. Well, you'd still complain because Jason's name went first the first time. But anyway, tonight we have you're drinking a New Glarus beer, a 2025 Framboise, a Belgian raspberry Framboise. Yeah. Alonzo hit us just a nuke off of a 27-year-old journeyman reliever who's on his third team. And I pointed that out on Twitter, and a few people weren't, too happy that I was denigrating Pete Alonso's home run. Let's see how that color looks. Nice little head there. I've not had this. Of course, if you're in the Midwest, you might know New Glarus as the Spotted Cow beer, or the creators of Spotted Cow, one of the beers that gets smuggled across the Wisconsin border into Illinois and Minnesota. What's up, Chris? So yeah, that's enough talk. Let's just draft, right? Let's just draft. Let's get in a dinger here. 9 people. So hopefully you guys want to draft tonight. We should have the ability for everybody to join that wants to join. Yeah, that was the other fun development. We'll see. We'll see how this keeps up. But he smoked 2 balls today, 2 hits, and a strikeout. So that seems like what we want, right? That's what we're expecting. You guys will have to let me know how the sound quality is tonight. If those of you who've been here for other shows also. I do now have this mic arm to go with my new standing desk. And now it's right here in my face. So I have no idea how it sounds. I tried using it yesterday for the recorded episode of Stacking Dingers, the infield number 2 episode, and I managed to instead use the microphone on my camera because I didn't have my settings right. So if you're listening to that and wondering why it sounds like I'm in an empty room, it's because I wasn't even using the microphone that was sitting in front of me. All right, we got spot 5. Bobby Witt Jr. hit a smacked triple today. That was another thing. Sal Perez looked like he hasn't aged today. Little Dicky NPR vibes. That's what we're going for. I can do some up close sipping if you're into the ASMR stuff. All right. Nick's in here. Joko's in here. Brad's in here. Roofing Man, I recognize. I don't know if you're out there watching tonight. Saints is in here. If I missed you and you're in the draft, let me know. My my wife was already telling me that I need the treadmill under the desk. I will say that, while I'm sitting here working from home during the day and like jamming to music, I did let's see. I don't know. I'm feeling inspired by this Kansas City game today. Let's stack. Let's pop Bobby Witt here. Saints has a walking treadmill, game changing. But no, what I've been doing is more like jamming to music and dancing around while I work. I didn't expect to do that, but I'm sure it's embarrassing if anybody was actually watching me. But Roofing Man is here. What's up, man? Joke is in the audience. I haven't seen too much in draft rooms. Well, I haven't been in a lot of fast draft rooms. But yeah, nice to see some of the gang back together. We got Ramirez at 8. That seems to be a bit unlikely lately. Not unlikely. Hasn't been happening very often. He seems to fall more often than not. Corbin Carroll, seems like everybody is done. Like the hamate injury is just like discount is just done on him and Lindor. I don't know if anybody's seen them falling much. Devers Kurtz on the end, opting not to go with the Athletics stack on the end. How high is Nick Kurtz going to go when he smacks his first spring training home run? He's just going to shoot right up. Because it's not going to be a small one. I don't need headphones on. I don't have any guests. I guess I'm used to listening to myself talk with the headphones on muted. Like now I hear myself too loud, and that's kind of strange, but I'll adapt. I'll survive. I'll adapt. Saints is at this is 102nd Dinger draft. This is, I think, maybe my 29th. I'm still on pace to hit my 80 or so. Brad is on his 51st. Just like Greenland, the 51st state, right? All right, beautiful. My favorite round 2 pick, Jackson Chourio. Get a little Milwaukee homer. Might as well on stream here. Nick is at 73. I think I'm reasonably on pace. I guess let's check. We are at we're at 40%. Maybe I'm falling behind. How many do I actually have done? Let's check. Completed. I have 26. So yeah, this will be 28. It's 28 divided by 40%. So yeah, I'm on pace for 70. So I do have to pick it up a little bit, but I'm sure as it closes, I will do that. And yeah, I feel good being on pace or a little bit behind right now as we're just going to get a dump of news as spring training and WCBC stuff happens. Chris has got about 10 in. That's nice. 35 days till contest lock. So it's coming up. We got the next few weeks, a Stacking Dingers show is planned, so that's good. And then got some ideas for after that, but not too many. Not too many. A couple of weeks, and then we're gonna be in baseball season. All right, what do we got here? This is not a common judge pairing that I've seen. I like doing that. PCA and Riley Green. All right, we are on the clock. Oh boy, let's take a little Cal Raleigh fall. The projections for Cal Raleigh, if you're worried about, coming off of a historic season, what is a catcher like? Basically the most historic catcher season ever. What's he going to do? Are we buying at the top? But you put in the projections, and it quite, it knocks down, it regresses him back to still a good. Let's just look it up. How many home runs? Yeah, most have him about at 40 home runs instead of the 60. But when you total that up to underdog scoring, he still should be being drafted here. So even though we're expecting regression, we think that the value is good here still. I think even though this is my 30th draft, I feel like I'm already starting to get to be to the point where I want to try and mix up these starts. I've done a lot of pulling of Churio up to the turn, maybe over here, pull someone up from down here. Yeah, I think we're seeing a lot, as usual, we're seeing a lot of people draft similar starts. Just kind of the name of the game as people adapt to or get weighted to ADPs. Anchored, I guess, is the word I'm looking for here. We did not see Taylor Ward in his debut at the Baltimore game today. We did see Tyler O'Neill, who looks slimmer, doesn't have quite as big of muscles as usual. The broadcast team claimed that in the offseason he was working on his mobility and stretching exercises. And then he went 2 for 2 in his at-bats. So, should we buy in on Tyler O'Neill? Who's doing it? Anybody out there buying in? I got tempted, I'd be honest. If he can actually stay on the field. But we've been saying that for years. Brad, don't go look. Don't go watch. It's probably best not to watch spring training, to be honest. Of course, Brad has a good amount. Suzuki is 36 ADP. I'm trying to see if he didn't go. He actually dropped even with his smash today. All right, we are behind at outfield. What do we want to do? Oh boy, this room is leaving infield go here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't take another infielder. If you're me, don't do it. Brad sounds like he's already bought in. Spencer, I forgot to check if you're streaming after this still tonight. Even if not, you all should go make sure you're following Best Ball Draft Addict, the YouTube channel. He's been regularly streaming dingers, and I'm sure he'll be doing other stuff. He'll be streaming an Bubba and the Bloom Auction League later in the week. Also, I'm going to be doing mine on Tuesday night here on this channel. So if you want to hang out for like an hour or 10 minutes of the like 4.5 hour stream that's going to turn into as I do my second ever auction NFBC league. All right. Yeah. Go check out Spencer then after this. We can just move the party over there. Brad's got one dinger share, 15% in the eliminator. That's interesting. I feel like I would have put them, I would have swapped that, but that's fine. Okay. This is, let's just make this a dumb stream draft, right? I want to get more Zach Nato. And let's make this just a dumb build. This is a don't do this sort of exercise. Let's see what we can do at outfield in a draft like this. Because you know me, I might get taken, but I also need to put Mr. William Contreras with Trio. So we've got some options. We could think about putting Mike Trout on this team. Got some late options if we're building an Angel stack with NATO. So that's not a bad plan. Let's see. What do we got for Dodgers for late outfielders? We could take Andy Paez. I don't think we take an Alex Call. Like anything, Ryan Ward, but I don't know. There you go. They were hot last year. How's the stand-up desk treating me so far? So I've had it for 2 days now. I've worked from home for 2 days at it. I found it's really actually quite productive for like that first morning burst of work, you know. Like I can, like the first 2 hours I can stand here and I'm not even thinking about it and I'm just kind of in it more so than even like sitting down. And then I usually sit down after a couple hours and then pop back up in the afternoon for a bit. But I'm liking it. Also, it's like 2/3 as big as my old desk. So the size goes a long way. And I still have to finish mounting I have my PC still on the desk. And I have like to drill some holes in the bottom here to mount like a thing that I can put the PC tower in so it's not on the desk too. Everybody's in the chat. We're just chatting. I'm not analyzing this draft at all. I'm just chatting myself. So we're just hanging out. Yeah, so my plan is here when I hit 30 drafts is to go and check out the Exposer. What is that website? I'll throw that website in the link, but it is pretty cool. It is a free website to go and upload your CSV and check out a bunch of data about it. Maybe I wonder. Maybe like, I don't know when I have time to do like a members only little video of me going through my data. Maybe I'll do that. I don't have time to do that is the thing. I gotta do auction prep. I'm working on a second part of my FTN underdog article too that I need to be doing. So I shouldn't do that, but maybe I should. All right. Do we want to go outfield here? None of our stack pieces are here. Joe Adele. You know what? Screw ADP. We're not going to get him to come back to us. Who cares? Forget about ADP. Forget about it. Take him now. Build this angel stack. Now, do we get even more aggressive? 92 or up. Do I trust? I don't trust all of you to leave me William Contreras. Nope. We'll not be running a second draft, but we will. If you want to do a second draft, or if you want to do another stream draft tonight, go over to Spencer's channel. And I don't trust you guys. I just don't trust you guys. We're gonna take our last infielder here in what round are we in? Round 7, and make this a 5 infield build. Yeah. So. So sorry you missed the start of this one, but we'll be back, next Friday. If also tomorrow night, come at 8:00 and come draft with Jason and Brad in the new show, which I'm going to get right now when I say the name. The new show is Jason and Brad Draft a Dinger. See, I just got to do it twice in a night, and then I get it right the second time. But yeah, those guys will be here. I'll be behind the scenes pushing on the 1s and the 2s for that one, and those guys will be drafting too on this channel. But otherwise, Spencer, his channel is why don't I just look? I said it. Maybe Spencer can say it in the chat too. That might be simpler. Spencer, put the name of your channel in the chat, please. Thank you. Anybody been gobbling up Aeonosaurus now that he's in a red? That's it. The best ball draft addict. You can go over there at 9:00 and he'll be firing up a draft over there. Maybe even 2. He tends to do 2. He's got more ambition than I do. All right. Let's see what kind of builds we got here. We got Stormwater, who is inspired by the early infield draft that I'm doing. We'll see how many total infielders they go, as is. Otherwise, pretty standard builds across the board by other people. Let's see what we got coming up here. See, the biggest problem with doing this is that one of the benefits of waiting on infielder is not just it's not just that there's always people at the end, but when it comes to infielders, they fall more often, right? So you're going to get better values on infielders because they're, there's more of them. So like Bo Bichette here, is 10 spots below. So that's a not always talked about benefit of the early outfield build and sticking with the room and how the room is going with the outfield. Hey, it's Jason of the new show, Jason and Brad Build a Dinger. I almost said Stack a Dinger because I'm so used to saying stacking dingers. That's where this problem comes in. I can't do it. Take another infielder. No thanks. We're good. We're good on infielders here. All right. We get our guy Jacob Marcy here at ADP. We are happy with that. My wife is sending me Facebook links. I thought she was going to text me to make fun of me saying that. Oh, it's Draft a Dinger. Jason and Brad Draft a Dinger, not build. Oh man. Well, that's just this is the viral marketing campaign now, is me not saying it properly ever. Everybody's going to remember the name except for me because I keep getting it wrong. I was kind of hoping Keggs was going to just hang around there for us, but it is not to be. I don't think he did much today in the game. He got a hit though. But like if we're waiting on outfielders, like we gotta say that some of these guys are gonna get us great value, and I can see him doing that. So we're gonna stick with stuff that I've been doing lately this year, is really leaning into some of these younger pitchers in this area and then building volume up behind them. Yeah, this is it. This is like, I've been saying it wrong on purpose. Yeah. Everybody's going to memorize the name because they're going to say it to correct me. I mean, I don't know what memorizing the name actually helps them with, but they're going to do it. In theory, I want to buy into Adolis Garcia, but I just can't do it in practice. Have not been able to do it. This is like this. I mean, there's obviously a lot of pitchers going here, but waiting until now and jumping and pitching just feels right. It feels right. Hey, Billy's here. What's up, Billy? I don't really have much comment on this draft. Nothing crazy is happening. Everybody, I mean, it likely because most people are in here are pretty tied into what's going on. Overall, we don't have a lot of randoms. Stormwater is matching my 5 infielder build. We will keep an eye. That might be the one exception here. Hopefully, I wonder if they stop there, but we'll see where they go. 2 pitcher. We're at 153. Where are our next picks? We got 116, 125, 140. Let's just kind of plan out our outfield here, or I will look a little bit ahead. I'm not going to read that text. Shouldn't be checking texts while I stream anyway. I'm just feeling pretty loose tonight. I don't know if it's the standing or the like planning a bunch of shows or just like wanting this to be relaxing. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Stormwater's up. Let's see. Do they go another infielder? It is the beer. There you go. Oh, okay. They go Varsho. That's true. It might be this. I don't think a Frambois is very heavy. It doesn't have the alcohol printed on the can. It's one of the. So All right, what were we looking at for outfield? Oh man, Chapman's here. No, I'm just kidding. Let us take a Brenton Doyle as an outfielder. This is likely going to be an 8-pitcher team. We're going to put some of this capital or some of this volume open from putting 5 infielders into pitcher, I think. That's right. 5 infield before 3rd outfield correlated. There you go. But this run of pitchers, I just like gets me excited. Like let's see. I'm still buying into Strider a bit. Like I want all of these guys, some of all of these guys. I mean, I take Gaussman. He's maybe my least favorite. I guess Gray and Gaussman, I like those guys, but I tend to lean maybe towards some of the youth right now. Definitely taking some Chase Burns. Some question marks on him making the rotation already being put out there, but there you go, the low-carb bourbon diet. That's it. That's what we got. All right, we got 125 and then 140, which means we are going to be taking our 5th outfielder here because I do not trust him to come back unless Joka slaps him here from us. Dalen Lyle, our favorite outfielders altogether. Jacob Marcy, Dalen Lyle. Our favorite potential leadoff volume guys with a little bit of pop and a little bit of speed, or a lot of bit of speed. Yeah, also some questions about exactly what happened at the end of last year for Chase Burns. Conspiracy theories, was he just shut down for injury, or was he shut down just, did they say he had an injury to limit his innings? We need to get David Duchovny out there to investigate. The X-Files. That was an X-Files reference. And Gillian Anderson. Yeah, you're lowering your exposures on Burns. The thing is, he's not dropping because of it. I don't think everybody knows. It's one of those, I think, under the radar news items. Is it on his in the mix for rotation? Yeah, will compete for 5th starter's role. Experience an injury, time on the injured list, and return to pitch as a reliever. Yeah, I don't care. They're gonna be dumb to not pitch him as a starter. Reds want to compete. Yeah, grade 1. Yeah, everybody's now afraid of pitchers that were injured last year at the end of the season. And I get it. I also am. But like we have like top tier upside with Chase Burns. It's not like, I don't know. I mean, I guess Schwellenbach had a decent upside, but I don't think it's the same. Oh, we missed Stormwater taking their 6th infielder. Stormwater, hopefully you're not in here and us just like talking about your team negatively. His 3 outfielders are Varsho, Kwan, and Rosarena. Not too exciting there. This Varsho at 113 has got out of control. I can't remember the last time I clicked Dalton Varsho. Let's see. One line in the Oopsie top 100 prospects stood out. Burns would have been number 1 over Griffin if he didn't graduate. All right, we get a Murakami, and he did not fall, or he did not rise up after his missile hits today. Brad gets him still here at value. Oh, let's get boring. Let's take Sandy as our second pitcher here. Snell keeps falling, yet to throw off the mound. I don't know the right spot to jump in on Snell. Yeah, the pitching model there loves him. Let's pull up Chase Burns projections here over on our other monitor. Yeah, Oopsie has him with a sub-3 ERA. Most systems have closer to 3 3/4 ERA. The Bat X, which now is out for pitchers, which now includes pitch modeling and Cardi's stuff plus model, has them at 3.5. So the two models that have the two projection systems that have stuff models like him better than the ones that don't. So that's interesting. They have him for about 130, 120 starts, depending on who you're looking at. Or innings. Fewer than we want at this point, which is another risk. But how much of that is injury? How much of that is shutdown? Most people have him at 23 starts. They're going to say he's going to do some relieving too. So lots of risk there. All right, what do we got for pitchers? Let's grab Jack Flaherty, a guy who just is fine. This is a good point by Jasta. We know we're doing 8 pitchers. Falling Snell might have made a lot of sense. Who did end up taking Snell? Which one of you was it? That's my dad voice, apparently. Sheb on the end takes Snell. But yeah, so we got that, and then just the strikeout rate looks ridiculous on Chase Burns. Let's see. Yeah, K percentages here. Most non-stuff related systems have him at about a 28% K rate, and the Bad X and Oopsie have him 30 and 31.5. So stuff models like him, and that's a ridiculous K rate. Let's just probably put that into context. Probably better if I was showing you my screen and what I was looking at on Fangraphs. But I only shared the one tab, which was not a good plan on my part if I was going to be over here talking about other stuff on another screen. Good old. Yeah, Scooble had a 32%. Garrett Crochet had a 31% last year strikeout rate as a reference. So that's top pitcher K rate. The top tier. And walks, do they think walks are going to be a problem? No, not really. Not really. Brad says, I tried to push outfield guys falling to me and failed. Been doing too many eliminators. Are the outfield falling there? Dang, I was hoping Evaldi would come back to us. I was hoping. All right, we're not taking an outfielder here, though, so let's see what kind of pitchers we have available. Not Pablo Lopez. Who do we like here? Oh, I've wanted to get. We'll pull him up. Shota Imanaga. We're just throwing ADP out the window on this draft. We don't care. Long hair, don't care. I do need to get a haircut. It's getting a little out of control. It's a little too Lil Dicky, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so Imanaga, I was just saying, I want to get some of him because I think his downfall was injury related last year. That's my working theory. That middle of the season, he had an injury. Like the comments around the time were like, I've never had to rehab before. He had never really gone through a long-term injury before. So I think it just caught up to him again when he came back towards the end of the season. I think he just wasn't in the right shape. That's my working theory. I hope it to be true. And that's why I want to draft some of him. Let's take a Shane Baz. Nothing super crazy on Shane. Just a guy here that we like that should get some starts. Hopefully Baltimore does not go with a 6-man rotation. We'll see what they do. Sheep, Dan is here in the house. What's up, Dan? How are you doing, my friend? Oh, yes. We can't figure out, we can't miss this other spring training note. Waldschmidt, who was like maybe going to make the Arizona team already. Now potential even more playing time available if Corbin Carroll misses some outfield time. I know Martin Sokolsky, the guy who we hope to get on later on a Stacking Dingers episode. That's a big prospect guy, is a huge fan of Waldschmidt. Uh-oh. Sheb's in here. No, I was complimenting you, Sheb. I like this start. This is a start that we do not see very often. No. Don't worry about it. We were complimenting you, or I was. I like this start. It's a really uncommon Judge start. And then you put Chisholm here. You started with Freddie Peralta. You got this New York Yankees stack. Then you piled up a bunch of good pitchers that I like. I mean, I'm not in on Gary Carpenter, but that's fine. You're getting some fun infielders potentially. I don't think that's foolish at all. I think that's a great team. Do you think the people that were drafting Merrill Kelly last year knew that he was going to do that well and we'd be drafting him here? He's almost being underdrafted if you think he can do what he did last year again in the regular season. You got some other roofing man. You got some other Toronto guys. I like this. I like this little combo. Okamoto and Barger together. I like that. Sal Perez. This is a fun part of the draft. You can take or leave the start of the draft for me. This is when it gets fun. And we get to scroll down a bit. I'm 40 drafts in, trying to find some fun builds. Yeah, I think it's a good build. I don't think it's even just a fun build. I mean, it is fun. I like it. But, yeah. Yep, outfield is thin. And we're taking Ramon Laureano at 166. That's how you know. That's a nice exposure. All right, we're back up. Amai is hanging around. Let's take Tetsuya Amai. You know, we don't know really what to expect out of him. But as our 6th pitcher, let's do it. Jordan Walker did not play today, so he did not do anything. I should have said that first. He did not do anything, but he did not do anything because he did not play. Feels pitcher thirsty? That could be. All right, how many picks we got left? We got 4 picks left. We're going to pop on probably 2 outfielders and 2 infielders. Jordan Walker's still at Driveline. No, we saw him. We saw him at home run on a backfield in a warm up. We saw that, or maybe that was a psyop, AI generated. Brad, did you make that spring training clip of Jordan Walker hitting a home run? All right. Yeah, we're going 7 outfielders, so we're going to take a little Jason Dominguez fall here. This is the time to get back in on him, I think. One little spring training incident, an injury, and he is back. He has a place on the team. Yeah, a lot of people love Bubich. Roto Dan over at yeah, Roto Dan over at Rotoballer loves him. Who else? Who else did I see? Corbin, whose last name I don't know off the top of my head, but Corbin, who is a big NFL analyst as well as an MLB analyst, and he just started a job over at Yahoo. He's a good follow. If you do not follow him, he breaks down a ton of data. Let's find him. Corbin Young, I want to say his last name is. Someone might know. Yeah, Corbin Young. I'll shout him out. He's an excellent follow if you're not following him. Also he publishes all over stuff. But he's puts a bunch of great data on football and baseball. I don't know how he has time. Like, he's posting like at all hours of the day. It's awesome. All right, what do we got here for pitcher hanging around? I think we took Amai. I don't think we take Sasaki. Oh, let's take some fun ones. Let's take a little Braxton Ashcraft here. Let's keep a little bit of youth. I took that McLean at the beginning. Let's add another fun name here. Yeah, all it takes is a tennis elbow to crop up, and he's gone for 3 months again. Yep. Like, I think he's going to keep falling unless spring training or the incident or whatever that brings him in happens sooner than we expect. So you might even be able to just wait some more, but I want to keep in on him. All right, we got a little Brandon Marsh at 210 for Brad. Ooh, Saints took Walker on you, though. He did that on purpose, I'm sure. Brad also going for the 7 outfielder build. You do an 8.57. Don't check Billy's charts for advance rate on 8.57. It's probably not good. It's going to be low owned. If that's the build you need this year, I'm going to have one share. Cheb, you're still doing. Oh, I love this. A little Minnesota. I was talking about this yesterday on yesterday's episode about how Keishel, Wallner, a couple other Minnesota Twins here at the end. But they're my new St. Louis backstack. The Minnesota backstack. All right, we're coming up here again. We need one more outfielder. We kind of got off the stack train here. Yes, Royce. That is another one. So we're just going to be, what? This is the shoot the moon draft, right? This is Jorge Soler draft. That's Jorge Soler's music. This is a big dog draft. That's a joke because if you don't know, you should go on Google and search Jorge Soler dog. You should see his giant dog. That's not a euphemism, by the way. It's an actual dog. You don't need to take safe search off to see the picture. He's got a huge dog. I don't know. He did. You'll see the Christmas photo of him and his huge dog. That's the kind of guy we want on this team. Guy with a huge dog. Where's that metric? Dog size. Not like the dog in them. Just like how big of a dog do they own? Because they can handle a lot. Got a big dog. This just continues to sound like a terrible euphemism. Tyler O'Neill goes. To be honest, I wanted Isaac Collins as my last outfielder, and then he was gone. That was my plan. Make a little Bobby Witt, Isaac Collins stack. That's right. You looked at Jorge Soler's dog, and now you need to draft him. This isn't like Willem Dafoe's dog. And never mind. Can you win with a catcher-only infield build? That should be another challenge. Maybe we should do that one night. The catcher-only infield build. Might be possible. We're in the era of the hot-hitting catchers. I think you might lack some volume, but maybe it works. All right, Brad going with the other home run hitter today, Austin Hayes. Taillon did not look good. The White Sox wiped Taillon's butt today. And then Porter Hodge came in after him. I love seeing Cubs pitchers fail. Porter Hodge came in. He was the guy I was targeting for spec saves last year on NFBC. Thought he was going to be the guy to get some saves there. He was not. Just one of the many mistakes I made over there in Roto. All right, we got one more pitcher to throw on this build. And we are going to keep it fun and put a Logan Henderson here. Let's have some fun. Oh, that was another good spring training, the Nick Castellanos first base experiment. Really nice defensive dive at first base. Yeah, he had a nice chug after he got back to the dugout. All right, nothing really crazy here at the end. Nobody went too deep. Oh, yeah. Sheb finishes off with Royce Lewis and a Kevin McGonigal. Sheb, I know you said this is weird, but you won this draft in my heart. All right. What did we end up with? We ended up with an 8-5 build. This is the do as I say, not as I do draft. Nolan McLean, Sandy Alcantara, Jack Flaherty, Shota Imanaga, Shane Baz, Tetsuya Amai, Braxton Ashcraft, and Logan Henderson. We got our 5 infielders: Bobby Witt, Cal Raleigh, Freddie Freeman, Zach Neto, and William Contreras. And Churio, Adele, Marcy, Doyle, Lyle, Dominguez, Soler. A weird mix of outfielders here that I do not usually put together, but that's what you get when you put so many late guys together. Yeah, now it's time. Everybody go over to Spencer's channel and hang out there, and come back tomorrow night at 8:00 Central to check out Jason and Brad draft a dinger. Yeah, everybody have a good night. We'll be back next week with all more goodness too. So hang out. This is the best time of year over here at Stacking Dingers. We got so much going on. All right, everybody, peace out.